Attaboy Harper! Attaboy Harper! Attaboy Harper! Fuck you, Atlanta! We are live on the postgame show. Welcome into the PHLY Phillies postgame show. I'm so happy we're doing a victory. I'm not a dancer. Renee's the dancer. Welcome in, everybody.
Woo!
That right there, that sums it up. That's how everybody is feeling. Attaboy Harper!
Let's go! Phillies!
John Blaze, get out! Get out! You're out of here! You walked into Citizens Bank Park and you got fucking smacked. I hit my curse limit for the day. I'm done. I'm going to cut it off right there. What? Yeah, I did too. That's a lot in the opening minute. But you came into Citizens Bank Park and you learned what? Playoff baseball.
Now that's how you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's a real
You asked for it. Nick Castellanos told you he was going to do it. Him and Bryce Harper. They showed up with Coach Prime gear. And Renee, I know we got some celebratory mozzie sticks and chicken fingers. Real excited about that.
On tap, y'all.
But our friends at DNVR out west were sending us the Coach Prime stuff. And I was like, I don't get it. Like, what's the connection? The connection was Coach Prime saying it got personal. Nick Castellanos and Bryce Harper. Guess what, Orlando Arcia, you dumb bastard? They heard you. And they took it very personal. And they curb stomped you tonight. It was awesome.
Woo!
What a game. That was tremendous. Renee, you got to experience some of it.
My alter ego, Ray.
Yeah. You got to experience some of Xfinity Live tonight. We had an awesome tailgate. We got to meet some great people pregame. How was Xfinity Live? What was it like? That was fun.
Guys, bring it in close, guys. Bring it in close. Listen, we got the job done. It was electric. It was the punch in the face. It was the response back. It was the attaboy Harper game. It was redemption. It was the opportunity we showed what the Phillies are all about. Last game was a fluke. Last game was errors and mistakes. Today, this is the Phillies team that's destined to go all the way. Tonight showed that 10-2 against the Braves and had them shaking in their boots. Their bullpen looked abysmal. A catastrophe, a hot mess. And the Phillies got the win. Hey, because the Phillies got the win. Listen, thanks to all you guys that joined us for the pregame tailgate. Met some awesome people. I love the fact that we had a chance to connect to people. Mickey, we connected with a bunch of other people whose names I can't remember right now. Spiral out. I'm like, I know there are more. A ton of folks. And then also I got to share a pizza with somebody. And by share, I mean I ate the pizza and then I gave them the rest of my pizza. And they ate it because why not?
Yeah.
Germs, COVID, none of that. Honestly, the game all around, though, was amazing. Being down there at the ballpark with you guys, high-fiving, cheering, celebrating, drinking to it. Oh, no, Eugene Krabs. Oh, no.
I'm naked, I'm horny, home alone, and have a full jar of mayo.
Eugene! You can't be Eugene Krabs from SpongeBob.
Save that for clinching night.
We're not at After Dark yet. It's still, like, dark. We're not after dark yet.
It's
still
8:30
early. It's only 8:30, you sicko.
We have one more game before the mayo comes out. Everybody knows that. But yes, pants are off. People are horny. Phillies are back. Phillies have the magic. Can I just say that...
Say it, Jamie. Say it.
I think Bryce Harper is the greatest Philly I've ever seen, and I mean no disrespect to Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard, who I am wearing tonight.
Spin it all around.
Is one of my favorite Phillies of all time. But Bryce Harper, there is something badass about this man.
I mean, there's so many puns and things that I can think of. I know
I'm going to have a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I didn't want to dig in.
Poetically.
Cheers.
I'll go mozzie stick.
Mozzie to chicken tender.
We were
Kiss
hungry.
my Arcia ass. Atlanta. Harper. I mean, there's like, keep drop it in the chat. What are you saying to the Braves right now? What do we want to say to the Braves right now? Ha ha ha, Braves.
Attaboy, Harper.
Braves. Attaboy, Harper. I love the stare down on Bryce Harper as he's rounding the bases.
It's one of the coolest pictures I've ever
Braves.
seen.
That's the camera. Look, shout out to the camera folks. They were ready. Shove it up your Arcia.
Oh, all right, nice.
That's creative.
Nice and
That's
PG.
creative. Very PG there, Imposter Tim. Yeah, it is without a doubt fantastic to see the way the Braves gave us so much chalk. Oops. Oh no. Don't worry. I got a napkin in my overall pocket, guys.
From Foco. You too can get some overalls from Foco.
Oh no, I got honey mustard on the mic. Listen. Oh, excuse me. It is great to see all the chalkboard material that the Braves gave us. And then for the Phillies to come out and deliver. That's why we had the prime time Coach Prime connection, because
it's personal.
It's personal, guys. It's personal.
Those
you
dumbasses made it personal.
You came for us. You could have just been celebrating the fact that you won, celebrating the fact you got game 2, but you made it very personal with all your little comments and your clubhouse interview responses. All they had to do was say like, oh yeah, it's a good game. We're the better team today. Keep it simple, stupid. But the moment you start making it personal and you talk about attaboy Harper repeatedly with a smirk, with a giggle, absolutely not. Aaron Nola came ready to play. Everybody, Trey Turner, answer the call. Marsh, we challenged you, answer the call. Nick Castellanos and Liam Castellanos answered the call. This was everything. Yeah, I'm bringing the honey mustard into the chat because why not? Listen, this was very personal, and I love the fact the Phillies showed everybody in the baseball world what the Philadelphia Phillies are freaking about. I'm going to say freaking because I've been cursing a lot lately, too.
I know. I'm trying to dial it in because shout out to the kiddos out there.
I'm not a big cursor, actually. I'm not a big cursor.
I bring it out.
You bring out all the profanity.
I bring out the worst in a lot of people.
It would sound better if I said the Philadelphia fucking Phillies versus like freaking Phillies.
Chase Utley started this in 2008. It's, we've all been ruined ever since.
Can I double dip, by the way? Are you opposed to it?
Yeah, sure. Double dip away. I
mean, I shared a pizza with a stranger, so
yeah, whatever.
At the very least, we can share.
There's two storylines of the game here. Aaron Nola, I don't want to forget about, but buddy, you got superseded by Bryce Harper, and Bryce Harper was angry, and they walked into the stadium, and you could just kind of feel like this team took it personally. And they're wearing the Colorado gear, and it's just awesome. And Bryce Harper with the game early on in his hands, me and Rich Hoffman, you guys were down at Xfinity Live. You hadn't gotten back yet. I think you got here in the 6th or 7th inning, whatever it was. And, me and Rich Hoffman, who's doing Phillies pregame tonight, were high-fiving each other, going nuts. And at the Trey Turner at bat right before there, kudos to Trey Turner. We'll get to him. He was on the list of awesome Phillies tonight. But Trey Turner battled at that at-bat. And he worked like an 8 or 9 pitch at-bat. And he just kept fouling stuff off. And I looked at Rich at one point. I go, please, just get me Bryce Harper at-bat with 2 runners on. And Trey Turner works the good at-bat infield single in between third and short to deep, short center or left field. And he gets on. Arcia has no throw. And once Harper left that warm-up circle, or what do they call it, Tyler? The warm-up circle? The on-deck circle. There we go, sir. I was forgetting something. Once he left that on-deck circle, I went, I just kind of, I felt it because Bryce Harper is the man. And why Arcia would be dumb enough to poke the bear last game or poke the tiger, whatever you want to call him, that was a dumb move on his part. And you just kind of felt like Bryce Harper was going to make him pay for it. And boy, did he ever. I think that ball landed in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. That was a no doubt about it, up your ass piss missile by Bryce Harper. And let's just call it, the game was over at that point. I think he killed the Braves in one swing.
He did. Now, the first home run by Bryce Harper 109.5 mile per hour exit velocity, a 34-degree launch angle.
Love 34
The wall
degrees.
distance of 332 feet. Bryce hit it 408 feet. The height.
That's a lie. That was much further than 408 feet. I know, but they're wrong.
This is what Major League Baseball calculates.
I know, it's literally stupid. That was like 590
I'm no expert at the
feet.
numbers, but like, okay, it was at least 408 feet, and the height was 118 feet off of that first home run by Bryce Harper. After that moment, it was game over. That was a wrap. Bryce in his veins definitely showed up and showed out. And I know you guys are talking about in the chat, Phil's in 4. He's from another planet. Now, he's from out of this world. I know Jazz Chisholm was saying that last series, but we can say Bryce Harper is absolutely from out of this world. Jamie, are you drunk? Dak, New Jersey thinks you're drunk. Barbara's saying drink some more water.
I've drank like at least 64 ounces.
I feel like you're pretty sober.
My voice is gone. So like a lot of people interpret that as being drunk. If you listen to our Sixers pregame show, Rich and Derek were in studio with Bree, our producer down the hall. I was left alone on the couch. And if you listen to their pregame show, you will literally hear me in the background screaming like an idiot at Bryce Harper's solo home run there, which was his second of the night. I cannot help myself. This is my playoff baseball voice. It is gone. It is over. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking honey. I'm drinking tea. It doesn't matter. This is my permanent voice for the month of October and hopefully into early November. And it's a trade I'll take every single day.
Sorry, I'm choking over here because I don't understand what John Blaze is trying to say in the chat. Listen, not only is your voice over, but so is this series. It's the Phillies series. And John Blaze is claiming we're going to go back to Atlanta because Strider's owned Philly all season. Strider, I don't want fans in the ballpark.
How did Strider fare game 1?
Yeah. John Blaze, this is one of those moments you got to just take a seat, buddy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, kudos to showing up immediately after a loss.
That's true. There are some people that do not show up when the Braves lose. And there were a lot of you, that were in the chat after game 2, and I don't see you. Where you at?
Yeah. I mean, kudos to showing up. But to say, and can we just talk about the awesomeness of Citizens Bank Park for a second? Between the fake "we know your chant is racist" chop that the Phillies did, and then at the end of the game with the "we want Strider," bump, 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 bump.
We want Strider.
And the announcers who, look, I think Brian Anderson and Jeff Rancourt do a nice job. I do. I don't think they're like overly Atlanta homery, but
they're pretty homery.
They're a little homery. And they go, well, Spencer Strider is going to use this as motivation for tomorrow. Or there's an inverse to that, Brian Anderson and Jeff Rancourt. It's that Spencer Strider sleeps on it, and he goes, oh, my God, that place is terrifying.
I didn't see anything on Spencer Strider's face that screamed, I'm ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Spencer Strider in the dugout, when they zoomed in on Spencer Strider, was kind of like,
this place is terrifying.
Oh, no. I have to pitch tomorrow. It's my turn. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, the bullpen overall for the Braves, I feel like is just falling apart. They don't have the depth that the Phillies have. I mean, we can literally name 4, 5, 6 pitchers that we have confidence. Oh, Ryan taking the mound, and you're not batting an eye worried about it. But for the Braves, you can't do the same thing. Elder struggled. Obviously, they're 20-year-old, and Smith, Shawver.
He actually looked okay for the first inning and a half, and then
how many pitchers you have to go through,
and then reality set
in. I mean, Strider absolutely looked scared. There was I don't know anybody that can look at Spencer Strider in the dugout and say, that guy's ready to take on the Phillies tomorrow. No. I mean, you got Citizens Bank Park, loud as can be, yelling, we want Strider, and you're sitting there with your stinking stash, trembling in your boots. I mean, look, we're all ready for Strider. This is the moment we wanted. We wanted to have this opportunity to close out the series at home with Spencer Strider on the mound to light his ass up. Could we have drawn this up any better? And so far, the series has been completely mirroring last year. Win game 1, drop game 2, win game 3. Last year was 9-1. Today, 10-2. Same run differential, same type of performance. Here we are again. Phillies winning game 3 in a big way. Answering back, we knew we were going to have hot bats. We gave our best bets and predictions earlier. Glad we were under What?
Are we talking best bets?
mine-
Nick Castellanos, home run right here.
Wait a minute,
I called
Jamie.
it. Little Wayne predicted it as I was driving in today. Listen to the universe.
How many home runs did Nick Castellanos have, Jamie?
I think he had more than one, Renee.
And how many home runs did the Phillies have total?
A couple. I lost count after like 3. I think after 4, was there 5?
I think there were
Was it
6 home runs.
Oh, it was 6.
Ooh.
Number of the day is 6, bitch.
The number of the day is
I watch
6.
a lot of Sesame Street.
I was actually going to say, it's giving Sesame Street vibes for sure. We said earlier the number was 6 for Aaron Nola for 6 innings pitch that we wanted from Aaron Nola. Well, the number of the day continues to be 6 in terms of home runs also. I mean, listen. Bring the adult diapers tomorrow night, Coach. I agree. Strider, make sure you got those diapers strapped on. Maybe double up on the diapers because the number is 6. And today, for the Braves, I mean, I don't know how, if you're a Braves fan, let's just backtrack a little bit. Aside from the announcers that were completely off the mark, I don't know how any Braves fan is walking away from this game feeling anything but defeated.
The Phillies have dominated now, so it's 9 innings tonight plus the 16 previously. What's that real quick? That's 25
9
innings?
plus 16 is 25.
So 25 of
Plus
27 innings.
Plus the first 6 of game 2.
Well, yeah, no, they're counted in.
Oh, I don't know.
That's part of the equation.
Wait.
So they've dominated
where did you get
25
from
of
then?
27 innings,
tonight
right?
And the first 6?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The first 9 plus 6 of game 2, which we're
Okay.
not talking about anymore.
15,
And then
yeah.
all of tonight.
Oh, yeah. You said
right?
16 plus 9. That's what lost me.
Yeah, 9 to 9.
9
Math's
plus,
not
9
why
plus
you're
6 is
here.
not
And that's
16.
not important anymore.
Okay, no, but I like where you're going with that.
Yeah,
I like where
yeah,
you're going with that. Let's keep going on that.
I'm trying to tally all the innings
So
they've
honestly,
dominated.
part of it was the first 2 games of the wild card round. I was going to backtrack it a little bit more.
We've had 3 games with just 27 innings.
No, I'm talking about the series against the Marlins. I'm just
Well,
saying,
yeah, they
like,
dominated
playoffs,
all those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're going all playoffs?
I'm going all playoffs. The
I
Phillies
can't
have been
add above
dominating.
30.
My Lord. Okay, let's just stick to the Braves series then.
Yeah.
We're going to stick to the Braves series.
25 of
The first
27 innings. Dominated.
Yeah, bam. There it is.
That's all you need to know.
Math. Drunk JB's the best. It's not drunk JB, it's just math. It's just mathematics.
This is mathematically.
Listen, I was definitely, out of the 2 of us, probably more along the lines of, like, I won the spelling bee. I was, like, a mathematician. You were, I don't know what you...
Okay. I
Okay.
don't really
So
do much.
25 out of 27 innings in this series in a 2-1 lead that the Phillies have dominated. And the only reason why this series is not over tonight and why we are living to play another game tomorrow is because at the end of the day, the Phillies blew the last 2 and some change innings of game 2. Otherwise, the series is over today. That's it. I mean, there's oh no, not you guys getting on me about my math. Straight Bleach said I'm about to confuse you guys with my math again.
Math.
I was adding in some extra variables because I felt like the first 2 playoff games against the Marlins were also dominant. So I was throwing those 18 innings into the batch.
It's okay. We're not here for math. Nobody came here for math.
You're not here for math.
The
You're not here for
point
math.
of the matter is
the math that we care about.
the
is
Phillies
what?
have dominated 92%, and I just made that up, of baseball.
That's not what I was teeing up for. The math that we care about is what, Jamie?
The math is mathing.
10-2.
That's
the only
that
math.
Also.
Oh, and the other math, 2-1.
Yeah, that's an important one.
That's an important
and
number.
Tyler, I'm going to come to you for a second. We put up the stat pregame that all-time teams in the best-of-5 series, I believe, are 43-15.
Correct.
If my dumb brain serves me correct. So, to say this was a pivotal game is an understatement. The team that takes game 3 is 43-15. Tyler will dig up the stats. There's a home team specific number to that. I believe it's like 24-3 or 4, whatever it is. Here's the situation. I do not want to go back to Atlanta. I want the Phillies to end this now. I do not want to go Zach Wheeler in game 5. Not that I fear that they can't win. I just want to end this. I want it to end tomorrow, and Ranger Suarez is going to be on the mound versus...
Doesn't matter. Spencer Stupid stash.
What he pitched tonight.
Spencer?
AJ. Oh, it's Spencer Strider. Yeah, excuse me. Spencer Strider, we want Strider versus Ranger Suarez. That's what it comes down to. Sports are beautiful. And Spencer Strider
that math is
at Citizens Bank Park. I'm sorry.
Words.
Diarrhea. Verbal diarrhea. End it tomorrow. Do not give them an ounce of life or hope. And Ranger Suarez, come out and be the adorable big game pitcher we've known you to be. It is going to be insane tomorrow.
Listen. Everybody thinks you're so drunk and it's so funny.
I think I'm just excited and verbal diarrhea.
The funniest.
Yeah, this might be one of those more sober shows I've had.
The funniest part of all of this is like neither of us are. Well, nobody even thinks I'm drunk. Actually, yeah, you see me sharing my food, right?
We're having celebratory. The mozzarella sticks taste better after a win.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. Guys, I was at the game today. And I ate my pizza. And if you've ever been down to Di Lorenzo's and you've had one of their slices are the size of like 3.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish it. Nobody else wanted to share it with me. Rude.
You didn't South Philly taco it?
No, I did. I always eat my pizza like a taco. I don't eat it open. Who eats their pizza open? You fold it. That's not even like, that's a given. But I still didn't finish it. And then there was this lady that walked by. And I was like, she was like, oh, that pizza looks good. I was like, I'm done with it. Would you like it? She said, yeah. And she took my pizza and ate it. I don't know that lady. But you know what? She's a real one. And we share here, sharing is caring, but we also had some great opportunities, more importantly, the reason of my story, to just connect and be happy. This is what we love about the Phillies. They're bringing us together. I'm sharing pizza with a stranger. You're cheering by yourself, but it's okay.
It was okay.
It's okay.
I really
missed,
missed,
fine.
I got to say, I really missed being with my girls tonight because I was getting video of them. Because the early game, and part of it is selfish that I hate the later games, but part of it with the early games is I love that the girls can watch and we can have those experiences. And they had an awesome party down at my cousin's house, and the kids were all going nuts. And part of me was like,
FOMO.
Yeah, I did have some FOMO tonight. Yeah. But it was an awesome time today. Going down to the tailgate. I don't know if they're in here or not, but I got to spend a little bit of time with Mickey Durkin. Shout out Mickey and your wife.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. And Spiral Out.
Real one.
You guys are the best. You made my soul shine today.
Yes.
So thanks for coming out and thanks for all the support. You guys are truly awesome people. And there's Mickey in the chat. I'm sure Spiral Out. If he's not in here soon, he will be.
I thought I saw him.
You made me and Renee and I's day today. Honestly, that was awesome. The tailgate was awesome. Being in the Jetro with so many people and just what a glorious day for baseball. And when we did the pregame show, we kind of felt like that was out in the universe, that it was revenge time and Bryce Harper was going to do this and Nick Castellanos was going to do this. And then they actually went out and did it. And Bryce Harper stole all the shine from Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola was tremendous. He didn't have his best stuff by any means, but his location was on point. He didn't toy around with people. He went at people. He was awesome. Now, in the 5th inning when he got pulled with 2 outs, I kind of looked back at Rich. I think you guys had got here at the half inning later because I was like, can I talk to somebody? Is anybody here? Are we doing a show? And I turned around and Rich was there, and I was like, part of me wishes Nola got that last out because he pitched so great.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks that Rob Thompson went, I want Aaron Nola to get this ovation from Citizens Bank Park. I wonder, I know they play the matchups, but Rob Thompson's kind of that emotional intelligence manager. And I wonder if he really wanted to send Aaron Nola off there with the hat tip, crowd going nuts. And if that's the case, I think that's a beautiful moment.
Smash that like button like you were clapping your hands for the standing ovation. We all were just celebrating on our feet in that moment when Aaron Nola got the standing O. What a beautiful thing that was. Make sure you're liking. Make sure that you're commenting because it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing.
It was awesome.
Listen,
he was
tonight
great.
Tonight was magical. I mean, it was a really great overall day. As you talk about, a chance to connect with people. We had the opportunity to be down there with you guys at the Jetro lot or walking around Citizens Bank Park. I know I was dancing with different folks. Jamie, I was trying to get Jamie to dance.
I'm not a dancer. My wife has failed at like 20 weddings.
Guys, by the end of...
You're not going to get me to dance anywhere. I'm just saying, it's just not going to happen. I sit on the sidelines and I watch.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, maybe when I get my ass tattoo of the Phillies.
We are a win closer to live tattoos on the show, because if you forgot, we absolutely have Tyler Zulli, Jamie Lynch. Tyler, I don't know your middle name. James Edward Lynch, and Tyler Charles. Oh.
That was Charles is
Tyler
my
Charles Zulli is going to be getting a tattoo.
Charles is my confirmation name after my dog Chucky.
Chucky the dog?
Yeah, Chucky the dog. And the
Chucky
priest
the
was
dog?
like, "Why did you choose Charles?" And I was like, "My dog Chucky." And he was like, "No, seriously." And I was like, "No, my dog Chucky's awesome. I'm going with Charles." And I think he lost a little respect for me that day.
Yeah, because Chucky's also the name of a very weird doll that's going around.
Well, he was
people,
also the name of one of the greatest dogs of all time, Renee. So I went with him.
And you know who's also the greatest? You guys. Because we love the fact that you guys were down, having fun with us, enjoying, celebrating. I got a lot of people asking about the overalls. Foco needs to just bring me on as a full-on model for these overalls, because from the bathroom to the food line to just random folks on the street to the homeless people, there were so many people that were like, "Where'd you get those overalls from?" And I was like, Foco. And if you're curious, Foco, and you can use the code PHLY, because Foco is a place you can buy not only these awesome overalls, but you can also buy other overalls, bobbleheads, collectibles, toys, anything at Foco. For cheering on the Phillies, to cheering on the Eagles, to just cheering on whatever Philly sports team, Foco is the place. Foco, bring me on, because again, I think I single-handedly I was on people's phones typing in Foco for them and typing in the code for them. And you too can get a nice discount. 10% off when you use that code PHLY at Foco to be able to buy these awesome overalls and much, much more. So the food is gone almost. I know.
Almost.
I think somebody in the chat was just saying it. Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah.
Listen, we were housing this food. We're a little bit hungry.
Shout out our friend Susie Hunter out of DNVR. She said, "I swear," she's a Delco girl herself. She said, "I swear, only Philly Catholics actually remember their confirmation name."
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I remember it was a big deal, and my dad and I were walking out the door that night, and he was like, "Oh, we need to have your confirmation name submitted tonight." And me and him looked at each other, and we went, "Well, Chucky's pretty cool." And we were both like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How about St. Charles?" And I was like, "That sounds awesome." So my confirmation name's after my dog. But anyway, who cares about that? The Phillies are awesome at baseball. John Blaze, you're drunk on optimism.
There was a John Blaze sighting. I'm so sorry, I wasn't ready to speak.
He is in denial.
Apparently, John Blaze, are you in Philly right now? You don't have to let us know physically where you are, but somebody thinks they saw you at Xfinity.
John Blaze, do you walk among us? John Blaze. So just an absolutely incredible night. But I don't want Aaron Nola's performance to get lost in this, because Bryce Harper and I guess Nick Castellanos are kind of the storyline of the night. How could Bryce Harper not be with the coldest stare down in the history of Major League Baseball?
Chills.
That photo is awesome. And I think tomorrow online we have a meme contest, and we come up with a prize of some sort to name the best meme, because that picture is just too good. Citizens Bank Park, bless you. You are, the announcer said it this might be the most prolific home field advantage in professional sport. No, the stats back it up, Brian Anderson, and I think you do a really good job. And Frenchie, Jeff Francoeur, I actually think both guys do a really nice job. That being said, no, you don't have. You can drop the "I think." Citizens Bank Park is the best home field advantage in professional sports.
Name someone better.
End of story.
Name someone better. Listen, I'm not even going to just settle for Citizens Bank Park. I'm going to jump in on this. Who else wants this smoke? Not only are Philly sports fans the best fans, we also have the best home field advantage, and we have the most consistently loud, crazy atmosphere to play in. Look at Citizens Bank Park tonight. Everyone's on their feet. The rally towels are going. It doesn't matter if you're Liam or Joe Schmo.
Liam had a night.
Liam had a great night. Everybody's cheering. Everybody's excited. Everybody's into it. And then there were just as many people outside of Citizens Bank Park as in Citizens Bank Park. We had people at Xfinity. We had people just standing outside, cheering and celebrating. People were everywhere. I don't know another fan base where you can consistently go to a game and have sold out crowds and loud crowds at that, not doing the golf clap, not doing the poetry snap, but cheering and celebrating and booing and chanting and everything. It is Philly fans. I mean, at the end of the day, this city doesn't compare to anybody else. We were talking on the subway of like another city that has teams that are as successful as Philly teams. You can't name it. Another city that has teams getting into the World Series, the Super Bowl, the MLS Cup. Sixers will get there. Flyers will get there. But at least the Sixers are competitive. The Philly sports base is like none other. And tonight was another way that we saw that play out, because to see everybody rally behind the Phils, to see everybody like just so happy and upbeat. I always say it's like a family reunion, and being down at the Jetro and walking around the lots was like, oh, hey, uncle, hey, cousin, how are you? I'm hugging people, sharing pizza with people.
I think I literally had 6 cousins come by the tailgate tonight.
It literally doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of it all. It's like we absolutely, no matter what, always are connected and having fun, and nobody threw trash on the field. Dak and Jay. I'm going to say Dak, but I don't know.
In my mind, it was Dank. And I hope you're enjoying some of that Dank, NJ.
It's Dak and Jay.
Wow.
It's D-A-K
Well,
and Jay.
I think Dak.
I don't like saying
Prescott,
Dak because of Dak.
Sucks.
Yeah. So, I mean, if your name is actually Dak, I'm sorry, but.
Yeah, no trash on the field. That's
no
right,
trash
AJ.
on the field. Say a lot for people in back, AJ Jones. AJ Jones, also, you had another great comment that I don't want to go missed, because you talked about Nick Castellanos, and whoo-wee. Nicky C was smoking today.
Yeah, Lil Wayne
home runs.
tried to tell me earlier. I just
Lil Wayne personally was telling you, JB.
Yeah, he came down to me from above and he said,
not above. He's
I meant like into my ears from above. Like he wasn't with me. He's still with us amongst the human race.
Oh no!
But like he came down and was like, Jamie, Nick Castellanos is gonna hit a home run. So I just got the email from the Phillies. Let's read through some of the stats.
Yes,
as it pertains to your Philadelphia Phillies and Citizens Bank Park. The Philadelphia Phillies are now 25-11 all time in the postseason at Citizens Bank Park, and 3-0 this year. Per Elias Sports Bureau, among clubs that have played at least 30 postseason games at home, the Phillies' .694 win percentage is the best in MLB history.
Did you say the second best?
They're at 69%.
Or the best? You said the best?
The
Number
best.
one?
Wait, let me read that again.
Read it one more time.
694, 69, very nice. Winning percentage is the best in MLB history. So, like, Brian Anderson, you can drop this might be, or this could be, or this, whatever it could be. No, it is the best home field advantage in sports. And I don't think there's any doubt in my mind, Renee, that team feeds off of that crowd. And I think Bryce Harper feeds off of that crowd. And he might be the damn greatest Philly I've ever seen in my life. And he feeds off of it. He feeds off of that crowd. That man is clutch. That man loves playing in that ballpark. That man loves putting on a Phillies jersey. And holy hell, I texted my wife earlier. I was like, I'll kiss him on the lips. Don't you dare. Don't you dare me. I'll do it. I love that dude. And here is Bryce Harper, postseason with the Phillies. Last year, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. He was 22 of 63 at the plate. So far this year, he's 6 of 17. Is that just this series, Tyler? 6 of 17? That's all postseason? Okay. 6 of 17 with 3 home runs. So half of his hits are home runs and 5 RBIs, and none bigger than that stare down you're looking at tonight of Arcia, you dumb bastard. Why did you poke the tiger in the cage?
Rookie mistake. I agree with you, Andrew Frazier. Are you not entertained by this man? Listen, Bryce Harper is not the person. Not the person. I know I tweeted it out too. That's not the person that you want to stir up. That's not the person that you want to give any extra ammunition to. Bryce Harper, who's solidifying himself in not only Phillies franchise history in a number of records, but also Major League Baseball history, was on par to almost get a 3rd postseason home run in a single game, which is would have been tied for a Major League Baseball record. So Bryce Harper's not the person you want to get going, because we've seen Harper time after time after time, calm, cool, and collected at the plate, knocking him out of the ballpark. And so to see Bryce Harper do it again today, attaboy Harper. But look, when you look at this squad overall and you see the way they've responded, we talked about it in the pregame show. We talked about all the ways they could improve and be better, and today can just absolutely be a big offensive production day. Bottom of the batting order, as Tyler Zulli pointed out, as one of his
Good call
ways
tonight,
that he felt like the Phillies would win. That's what we saw. Brandon Marsh, Nick Castellanos batting 7th, gets 2 homers. I mean, this team was clicking on all cylinders, and it definitely started with Aaron Harper of helping to set the tone and just giving up 6 hits and 2 runs. Not the cleanest day for Aaron Harper. Oh, Lord, Aaron Harper. Aaron Nola.
You did that twice. I was going to let the first one go, and then you did it again.
Listen, it's late. I'm sorry. It's my bad time. Aaron Nola. Maybe we'll just combine them. Aaron Nola didn't have the cleanest day pitching.
Tonight they were Aaron Harper.
But Aaron Nola gave us enough to allow the Phillies, especially Bryce Harper. That's why I combined them. I was going to get there. For Bryce Harper to be able to lift the Phillies the way that he did with that first home run. And then from there was just no looking back. I mean, this team has been fun to watch. They've been all business. They've been all consistent. And today was a day that it felt like, not only are we going to win this series, but this is a team that's showing us just how much talent they have to go the distance.
Yeah, attaboy Harper. We should really get that trending on Twitter and dominate the web. Attaboy Harper, because Arcia, I'll say it again, you dumb bastard. Why would you poke the Tiger? To get back to some of the stats from, this is officially from the Phillies email I just got. The Phillies, 6 home runs tonight, are the most a team has ever hit in a postseason game. The Chicago Cubs in Game 3 of the NLDS in 2015 are the only other team to hit 6 home runs in a game.
Ever.
Yes, in the history of the game.
I know, I'm just saying a lot of people in the back that may have missed it. Ever.
There was one other team that tied them.
6 home runs in Major League Baseball history that have hit 6 home runs in a postseason game. I mean, come on. The numbers don't lie. And when you want to sit up and try to act like the Braves aren't worried and Strider's not worried and this, that, and the third, why wouldn't you be worried? And I was talking to somebody about it at the game. Like, last season's team was magical, underdogs, snuck up on people, surprised the crap out of the baseball world.
This team's
not surprising anybody.
No.
This team is coming in, talking the talk, walking the walk.
They added Trey Turner. You know what I mean?
And Bryson Stott's elevated his game. Not only have they added Trey, but you can look across the roster at guys that are playing much better. Nick Castellanos, Aaron Nola. You can look across the roster at guys that are playing at an elevated level. Their numbers have been so much better. And I know we're seeing the MVP conversation that's coming around. There's the opportunity to vote for that. Bryce Harper, without a doubt. I don't care what the regular season standings are. I don't care who's going to be named an MVP. At the end of the day, Bryce Harper is an MVP. Again, because when the lights shine brightest.
We're all very excited.
When the lights shine brightest, Bryce Harper is stepping up. You can't say the same about other teams, big name players, Ronald Acuna Jr., different guys. We have been seeing Bryce Harper continue to lift this Phillies team in such a way that is an MVP performance without a doubt.
Yeah, and Big Mike D, you're absolutely right. Arcia is now the poster boy, at least locally, that he is the poster boy of the meme, F around and find out. And he did. He effed around and he found out, and it created one of the greatest baseball photos I've ever seen in my life. Renee, would you like a little Aaron Nola music to your ears?
Sing it for me, Jamie.
This is a part of the Phillies email as well. And I'm going to go home. I'm going to probably rewatch the show. I'm going to read every Phillies article there is out there from our own and otherwise. I'm going to watch every video. I'm just going to consume every piece of content I can get because I love this team. I'm not trying to put down any other team, but there's something about this team that is so lovable. and every guy is so lovable. And I was so happy for Aaron Nola tonight. I really was, because he deserved in his career in Philadelphia to go out there and pitch a beauty. And he did. And let me just read you some of the numbers from the Phillies here. Aaron Nola struck out 9 batters, which is a new career high in the postseason. When pitching at home in the postseason, all right, everybody that wanted to hate on Nola ever, all time, listen to this. Nola, all time, has a 1.99 ERA in home postseason history. He is the only Philly to have an ERA under 2 in his first 4 home postseason starts. Aaron Nola is a great pitcher. That's all I got to say. He had a down year. He's a great pitcher. That's it. That's a statement.
The numbers don't lie. I mean, look, I know somebody said in the chat, we wanted Aaron Nola to just come in and be steady. We weren't expecting Aaron Nola to pitch a no-hitter and, 6 scoreless innings. Obviously, we would have taken that too, don't get me wrong. But we just needed Aaron Nola to be steady, to be consistent, to make sure that you're getting in and out of innings without having a drop-off. And Aaron Nola did that today. And I know, Mickey, you're saying pay Nola. He's absolutely showing he's still a big game pitcher and still is someone that you can in those moments, count on. Listen.
It's really small print. Whoever said I need a bigger monitor, I just want to say the post-game notes, very tiny print, okay? My eyes suck. I have a doctor's appointment November 1st. I'm getting new glasses. That being said, the post-game notes are very tiny, okay? Okay.
You can literally
I can zoom. All right.
I feel like I can read it from here.
Can you? Read that. Go ahead.
Turn the laptop.
No.
It's not straight.
Okay. Read that. Right there. Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos.
All right. Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos.
See? It's hard.
Had two.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
Thank you.
Look how far it is from me, though.
Okay, take it right here. It's fine. It's really hard to read. I'm not that old.
Not the sauce.
I don't care. Mozzarella sauce on everything tonight.
Bryce
Phillies
Harper
won.
and Nick Castellanos both hit 2 home runs in a postseason game for the first time in their respective career. They became the 7th and 8th Phillies, respectively, to have a multi-homer game. I can read it from here.
Yeah, it's so hard.
2020 vision, baby.
Yeah.
Listen, Jamie has been
I'm going to the eye doctor. The Phillies postseason, it's impossible to schedule anything. I have to cancel a doctor's appointment next Tuesday, probably.
These two are toasted. Actually, so sober. I'm sober as a baby.
It's tiny print. It's very tiny.
It's hilarious because
like
you've been
8.
giving us I have an eye doctor appointment ever since your dentist appointment. We've been hearing about that for weeks.
I know. I have to keep kicking the can because the Phillies take precedent.
You know who else is having excuses besides Jamie Lynch and his need for an eye doctor appointment? The Braves. Now, shout out to our buddies Phillies Muse they always do great content. I love the stuff that they post. They've been like trolling Braves fans on Twitter and posting the different excuses that Atlanta Braves fans have been posting and using to say explain why they lost today. You lost 10-2. And I know somebody else in the chat said that you only scored 2 runs. I don't know how many excuses you can have. And you gave up 10. But here's some of them. Strider's injured. Okay. No night games. The umpires. Playoff needs to be reseeded. And that they had a bye week.
I'll actually agree with them on that.
About which one? They had like 6
It's
there.
not an excuse for the Braves, but I do think this is going to sound lame. And nobody wants to hear it. So should I save this for tomorrow?
The umps?
No, I think having a week off in the playoffs is a detriment.
You're the number 1 seed.
I don't ever want to win the NL East ever again. I want to be the wild card team every single year. I honestly think it hurts teams. I think it's dumb, and I think MLB should reseed. That's an unpopular opinion.
I think if you're supposed to be the best, you got to beat the best. And excuses aside,
I don't think it's an excuse. And screw Atlanta. I don't care about them. I want the Phillies to be the wild card team every single year.
I mean, I
think time off is bad for baseball players.
I think baseball specifically to have a bye with how much they're so mental and down to routine, you can't simulate that. And you do see, I mean, Eugene Krabs, thanks for bringing a comment that's not inappropriate. Orioles, Dodgers, Twins getting cooked.
He is capable.
Braves getting cooked. You're right, Eugene. Thanks, Mr. Krabs.
I think it's a judgment. That's all.
It is.
We're here
it
in
is
the
an
trust
adjustment.
tree amongst friends.
Yeah, I mean, it is an excuse.
They'll use it as an excuse. I'm
more-
saying it as somebody that
Yeah.
has a 2-1 advantage in the NLDS. I think I wouldn't want the Phillies to have a week off.
Yeah, like the Phillies
I'd rather-
absolutely had the momentum. When you look at the wild card round alone, getting to play 2 games at home, having the grand slam and major pitching performances, there was so much momentum coming into game 1. And I feel like it does take a team a game or two to kind of get themselves going. But it's the playoffs, and at the end of the day, you've got to find ways to win. So while I do agree with you guys, I know Lisa's saying that she agrees with you. There's some other people. King Darius is saying that he agrees. Yeah, this is the trust tree for sure.
We're here.
We can say
We're all
things. This
friends.
is like a conversation. We can say things.
Yeah.
But I do think at the end of the day, what I struggle with is come playoff time, knuck up or shut up. Like you've got to be able to like lock in and win games at any cost, and whatever it takes to get to that point, you got to figure it out. I mean, how many times do we see? I know I dealt with it in college. We used to always have first round buys, and it was the same thing. You know, when you have a bye the first round, and definitely without reseeding, it is tricky going into that game. You're fresh, but you're not in game rhythm.
Yeah,
and that is a totally different thing. Being fresh versus being in game rhythm. At this point in the season, you'll take game rhythm 9 times out of 10. You don't need to be fresher. You need to be in that momentum, in that routine of games. So
I believe it's more fresher day. That was my English nerd wife making fun of me for, yes. Anyway, ConBear09, I said something controversial on my text chains tonight, and I should have hopped in Discord and said it, and you can join our Discord if you become a diehard member. I honestly believe this in my soul. I think the winner of tonight's game is winning the World Series. Renee, who won tonight's game?
The Phillies got the win.
Elder
got
diarrhea.
Now
I honestly believe that. I thought tonight was the biggest obstacle in the way of the Phillies. Aaron Nola at home, playoff baseball. You know, the team that you kind of chased all year that had a 14-game division lead on you, all that stuff. I thought tonight was the toughest test you're going to see. And the Phillies conquered it. And my prediction means nothing, but I fully believe the Phillies are going to win the World Series right now. That is my gut reaction to tonight's game. I texted family members, I texted some friends, and I said, prepare for me to have an ass tattoo.
Jamie's getting a tramp stamp.
No, it'll be on the butt cheek. For sure.
Jamie's getting a cheek.
Yeah, no, David
stamp.
Poiron, I know exactly, AJ. I hear you. I don't normally talk like this, but I think tonight's game, I really thought that was it. And call me crazy. That's just my gut. I really believe tonight was it.
Honestly, the way that this series is going in general, it feels like these are the 2 best teams in Major League Baseball right now. You can argue there are some other teams that are catching some heat right now, but overall, it definitely feels like we're getting the champ is coming out of. The champ is here.
Yeah. And let's go Dodgers
series.
tonight. Real quick on a side note, let's go Dodgers.
Yeah.
I don't want the 8 o'clock game tomorrow.
No.
I want the 6 o'clock game.
No,
I know.
We support the Diamondbacks.
PHNX, our colleagues out in Phoenix. I think you guys are gonna win the series. Can you just give the Dodgers a game so I can get home at a normal hour and I don't know, see my girls a little more, stuff like that. Come on, Diamondbacks, just give them one game,
Let's unpack some of these comments because they're getting pretty rowdy, guys. We're now shifting over apparently into the
is it take time?
Phillies After Dark.
Oh,
because
people are horny for baseball, Renee.
We're definitely getting a little bit off the deep end here. Now, there's some conversation about kisses in the clubhouse, which I'm not going to go deeper into that. We're just going to let that.
All the
stay there.
sweeties are kissing each other in that clubhouse tonight. They're just boys.
Boys will be boys. That's a weird thing. And then people are saying you should
your
get it. Your
bros.
thigh is better than your butt, according to Guy Bro Man Boy.
I mean, It's under consideration. My early thought was a big fat pea.
Would it be
on
like
my butt.
hamstring, like back of the thigh?
No,
or like front
ass
thigh?
cheek. Like I'm thinking left ass cheek.
Left cheek, right cheek.
Yeah, is that a song?
It's a song.
Yeah, that one.
There's a song for literally everything. When in doubt, there's a song. Tyler, where are you getting your tattoo
Yeah,
at?
Tyler, what do we think? Tonight's the night.
I think you guys have to get the same
Right
tattoo
calf.
in the same spot.
He said right calf.
Who else is getting a tat? I remember there was somebody else.
We'll have a whole freaking tattoo party
gonna-
up here. My brother-in-law tonight texted.
no.
I'm going to put him on blast real quick. He texted our family chain with my mother as witness and said,
for the mom.
exact words, I might need to get on this tattoo train with a Bryce tattoo.
Well, there you have it.
Everybody is horny for the Phillies.
Send help. Send help. Listen, when the Phillies win the World Series, it has been determined that several people, including this guy
And you guys can
that
join
guy
us.
behind the camera, are going to be getting tatted live on the show. Now, again, someone's got to hold down the fort and keep things moving and control this crazy loco train of what is PHLY Phillies podcast, and that will be me, trying to rein it all in and continue to have the show rolling. But yes, you're going to get a live stream to your question, Straight Bleach, which is quite a unique YouTube name, if I do say so myself. We're going to have a live show just like this, casual, food, chatting, but then also there's going to be some tattoos getting done. So stay tuned for that. If there's nothing else that motivates you for the Phillies winning a World Series, it should be that alone. But yeah, we're going to be marching down Broad. Ryan, you're also getting tatted when they win. Okay, tattoos for everybody. What is happening over here?
There's
What
a
are you
hair
doing
on the
over here?
microphone, and I'm sorry. I don't have any of that, and I don't want any of that.
At least it wasn't in your food.
Yeah, it's out of here.
So, look, suddenly the playoff format is unfair again. This is one of the things that I actually remember coming across. Somebody tweeted about, and I just could not agree more. The Eagles do a good job with the tush push. Now, all of a sudden, the NFL wants to ban that. Then the Phillies go up in the NLDS. Now, all of a sudden, everyone wants to complain about, too much time off for the best teams, need to be reseeded.
No, I just
Sixers win MVP. Then everybody wants to say it's a fraudulent award. This is what the person tweeted. I could not agree more.
Okay.
And then, of course, with the fans, Philly fans are the best, and we get told we're the worst. Like, everything that we do in Philly, the double standard comes along, and there's always an excuse as to why what we do in Philly is not a good thing or needs to be changed or time for some new rules when Philly sports have a little bit of success. I'm sorry, Jamie. You can continue now.
No, that's all right. I don't. I'm not trying to make an excuse with the Braves because I hate them with every fiber of my being, with the rage of 1,000 suns. So I want that to be clear. I just think from a sport aspect, I don't think there should be days off for anybody, and I think they should reseed. That's all. I'm not trying to sympathize with the Braves because I hate them, and I hope Ronald Acuna goes back to the hotel and stubs his toe really hard. So, I just want that to be clear. That's all.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope they get diarrhea tonight and wake up at 4 a.m. and their smoke alarm goes off and their bags get lost and their pine tar isn't sticky and they they go to Wawa and try to get a Schwarber special and they're like, no, you don't get one. You're a Brave. All those things. I hope it all happens to them. Is that all fair?
What's a pine tar?
Pine tar on the bat.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about food. I'm still on food. No. I'm like, what are you eating that's
I got
pine
my fix
tar?
from the mozzarella sticks. I'm good.
Holy moly. All right, listen. There are lots of games you can always check out. Welcome, Tony the Tiger. We've got Eugene Krabs. We've got Tony the Tiger.
Great.
They
are. The Phillies are great, Tony.
That you beat me to it. And I love that it's a Tony the Tiger image. Wow, we've got all the Nickelodeon characters and serial characters and all types of stuff. Eugene Krabs is from Nickelodeon. It's from SpongeBob, guys.
I never saw
Yeah, it's just...
I know.
Go watch SpongeBob.
I know.
We got all the characters in here. Check out the PHLY Phillies podcast. And something else you can check out is the Game Time app. Oh. The Game Time app has all types of tickets to events. They do have playoff tickets as well. You can use that code PHLY and you can get $20 $20 off with the code PHLY and be able to get a discount on the already pretty, John. Guys,
I'm
trying to get through an ad here.
John.
With the Game Time app, use that code PHLY, get $20 off of the already low, great prices to be able to get out to a game and cheer on your favorite teams. Oh, geez. Yeah, I am still thinking about food, Straight Bleach, because I'm still hungry.
Some celebratory chicken fingies and mozzie sticks up here. It was a good time. And tonight was just an awesome time. Let's just buzz through some of my notes from the game as I took them here. The first 2 innings of the Phillies.
You gotta stay with the beat.
What do I have to say with the beat now? I don't say anything with the beat. I'm not cool, Renee. I'm gonna go. The first two innings from the Phillies. Oh no, I can't keep a beat.
Slam poetry, Jamie.
Yeah, I took guitar and piano as a kid, and like
right,
I know.
All right, y'all.
No.
Let's drop the beat in the chat. Hit me in with the beat in the chat.
Phillies swung at a lot of junk in the first 2 innings. That was my first note.
Hey.
That was my first note. The first 2 innings, I went, no, please tell me Bryce Elder isn't like throwing stuff that they can't get to. I thought the Phillies swung at a ton of junk early on.
All right.
And it took to the 3rd inning. Oh, we're doing this for the whole notepad? Okay. My second note is Nola ran into trouble versus the top of the order versus the Braves, but did a great job limiting damage, and the team helped him out next inning. Great piece of hitting by Trey Turner to get that infield single. My next note, no lie, is Harper is him. That was the home run. Harper is him. That's my note. And then JT. Great piece of hitting and game blown open. I have a slam poetry in my blood. Oh, my next note is probably going to bother people. And Tyler might feel me on this. Kyle Schwarber irked my soul. ... Kinda. He came up with Tyler's key to the game, the bottom of the order, getting on base, and Schwarber had a terrible at-bat. And I'm sorry. That hurts. I'm not going to say it, but you all know how I feel. Trey battling with his at-bats tonight. That was his next at-bat. Oh, yeah, Tyler, I'm just running through my notes at this point. Nola pulled with 1 out to get to 6. I hate that. Minor gripe, but he earned it. Did Rob want to get him the standing O? Trey pays it off next inning. Did Braves mess up by not starting the kid, Smith Schwarber, whatever the hell your name is? Still don't know it, and I don't care to learn it. Because he looked pretty good his first inning and a half. Bryce error at first, not his natural position. It's okay. Orion continues to look like a pro. And then I came in studio and stopped taking notes. So that's as far as I go. Those are my game notes for the game. I don't know how I am slam poetry wise, but there's my consciousness during the game. I hope everybody enjoyed Slam Poetry, Phillies After Dark, Volume 1. Volume 2 will be back tomorrow.
You got some boats and hoes in the chat, and some snaps, and some womp, 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 snap, snap, snap.
Oh, the drummer approves of your beat, Renee.
Oh,
look at that, Obi-Wan,
listen,
the drummer.
Don't sleep on me, guys, because I got some beats and I got some rhythm and some moves, okay? Mm-hmm. And those of you that were at the tailgate today, you got to see some of them.
Yeah.
I do all the dancing and all the beats, and Jamie
and
just
I do none
there.
of that.
Jamie sits there.
I'll just be over here in the corner taking nerdy notes about the game.
Drop the mic, Phil says. Should we bring out the song, guys? Should we bring out our Phillies victory song? Mickey requested the song.
Oh, boy. I'm not singing, but you can.
What? One of these. Oh, gosh, Jamie. You're such a stick in the mud.
Do you hear my voice? I can barely get through it as it is. This is not my natural voice. It's gone. This is playoff Jamie voice.
I don't even know where I put it.
In the meantime, I'll tell you about something great.
Yeah, because I'm crying right now.
Yeah, that's DraftKings Sportsbook. Things are heating up in the ballpark. Every team is playing to finish the year strong, like the Phillies, and make it to the playoffs. With DraftKings Sportsbook, you won't miss a moment of the baseball action. New customers. And by the way, let's go Dodgers. Just for one night. That's it. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets by betting just $5 on baseball. Plus, all customers can take a crack at a sweet payday with DraftKings same-game parlays. String together multiple bets from a single game for your shot at a major payout. So what are you waiting for? I don't know. Get to it. It's right down there. Look at the code. Right there. See it? It's right down there.
I got you, Jamie.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use that code PHLY. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets by betting just $5 on baseball. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code PHLY. The crown is yours. Can be all of ours. Are we timing tonight? I don't know.
Let's go.
I don't know.
No, you got to be locked in. You did it earlier and it helped us win.
I think I willed the Phillies to victory
yesterday.
with that 20-second 8 disclaimer. I don't know if it can ever be beat because I was kind of like Game 3's pivotal. I will try. I want to take a little bit of credit for this game tonight because that 28-second disclaimer.
Yeah,
here,
and it's time to do it again.
It was
no
like,
excuses.
It was like Michael Phelps, like in his prime, good.
Right, but that's not it. You got to keep raising the bar.
So if
you
I
don't
can
hit
beat
one
that,
home run and then you're done for the season. You got to keep going.
all right,
Let's go, Jamie.
Here we go. This is for Game 4. This is for the Phillies. Here we go. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccp.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort. Licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.com/baseball for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire after 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Did I beat it?
No. But you were close. You got
All right.
28-98.
Okay.
You were really close.
All right.
You had it.
I had a little slip up.
You did. There was you
around
breathed.
ccp.org.
How dare you breathe? You got to like ccpg.dg.
That's all right.
Okay, that's all.
I did my part.
That's your boy.
I got him ready for Game 3. I'll be better tomorrow. I don't know.
You can also ring the bell. Ring the bell. PHLYES. Fight and feel, showing why they're the best. Crack of the bat, who hit the homer? JT, Kyle, Bryce, or another Alec Boma. Look at the daycare growing up on us. A stand-no got traded off the struggle bus. Scooby-Doo helping Nick solve the mystery. With the Vegas boys, we making history. Now with the bullpen changes, there's no more need to worry. Plus Johan in center field making plays quick, fast, in a hurry. And a wild card race was ours to win. Red October is here. Let the real fun begin because the Phillies got the win.
That's as much we get from his head nod.
The Phillies got the win, baby.
Oh, my wife likes it. She's in the chat.
Addie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Addie. I'm working on
David
Jamie
likes
here.
it. Mickey likes it.
Woo!
Everybody likes it. I'm not a dancer, so my feedback kind of
I'm getting
sucks.
better at the song now that I performed it a few times, guys.
Yeah.
But listen, in all seriousness, thank you. Coming to a SoundCloud link near you. Just kidding.
Find me on MySpace at Renee P. Wash.
Follow me on my music page.
Is MySpace still a thing?
It is for music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was
artists
its
have
original
MySpaces.
thing,
it's
right?
back to being just for music.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, I had some notes too. I don't know that any are nearly as great as yours, Jamie.
Mine were
but-
pretty nerdy.
Yeah, who said we don't have a Philly song? Thank you, Obi-Wan Kablomi. We've got a Philly song.
Say his name again? I missed that. Well,
His name is Obi-Wan Kablomi. It literally says Kablomi. I am reading, guys. I'm reading.
nice work, Obi.
I'm reading. All right, Obi-Wan. We won't say the last part
Nice
of it.
work, Obi-Wan. I see you. I respect you. You are heard. You are validated.
Oh, man. All right, so we had... Let's rein it in here, guys. At our PHLY Phillies After Dark, we're getting off the trails here. Just
Go ahead,
getting
Renee.
wild. Just getting wild. Wow. Woo! In Wildcats? I don't know.
Thundercats? I know Thundercats. I don't
All
know
right.
Wildcats.
So for our best bets, I was wrong on the first inning hits. I predicted hits in the first inning.
Oh, I
There
think
were none.
I might have smoked
There were
these.
none. No, you did well today. I didn't do so well.
Bang.
The Titanic song.
I crushed. I went 3-0.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you write yours down?
Yeah, they're right there in Notion. Nola over 4.5 Ks, which he smoked. Thank you, Aaron. Bryce Elder over 4.5 hits. I didn't double check that, but it had to be possible, or it had to be a thing. And then over 8.5 game, 3-0. And a Nick Castellanos extra juicer for a 4-0 night. Bang!
Bang!
I wish I actually bet them. But I don't bet them because I would lose them if I bet them, so I give them to the good people. I think clarity.
Yeah, I get that.
Clarity.
I'm picking up on that.
It's for the people.
We are underdogs.
Yeah, you bet the opposite.
Next game?
Yeah, tomorrow.
All right, Chris, our social media guru, is saying that the Phillies are plus 130 tomorrow night with Ranger Suarez on the mound. Makes sense. Spencer Strider had a great year. He's had a great year, except he poops his pants when he plays the Phillies. So his number is actually devalued, I think, a little bit. I think if that's a normal regular season game, he's probably 170 versus Ranger Suarez, but he's at home. Well, he's not. He's on the road in Citizens Bank Park, our home. And I think they're winning tomorrow night. My gut right now is that they're winning tomorrow night. This isn't going back to Atlanta. Renee, what does the gut tell you? Because sometimes you have to listen to it.
I've been saying it from day one. You were the one that thought this was going to go 5.
I did think it was going to go 5.
No, I don't. I always felt like, especially with 2 games in Philly in a very pivotal part, I didn't even expect the Phillies to lose game 2, but I knew they were going to lose a game. I thought game 4 was going to be it, and I'm still going with that. I feel like tomorrow is the day that we close out.
I would love it.
We win the NLDS. We're going to be dancing on our own. We're going to be celebrating. We're going to be out and about on these streets of Philly, running around, screaming and yelling. Strider's going to be pooping his pants just like we saw today.
It's poop again.
With Elder. The Elder had the runs, and so will Strider. So I'm expecting the same thing. I see Spiral Out made it home from watching the game. Welcome home. Nice to have you here. Straight Bleach, I'm sorry. I've been really good with my bets. The only one that I was wrong on was the runs in the first inning. I was actually correct, I believe, on my others. I don't fully know. But I've been pretty good on my bets, too. Better than you have been. But today was your night.
I just went 4-0.
Today was your night. I mean, I'm saying...
Leave me out of this.
Prior to today, I've been doing well. I've been the better of the 2.
I've been doing well, too. We're making people a lot of money.
And now
people love us, Renee.
Honestly, between the two of us...
We're giving out free money.
Between the two of us, we're literally feeding you guys.
Yeah.
The bets. You just got to go lock them because we've been very accurate.
I just can't bet them because then I'll mush them. So I'm giving them out to the people when I see. I'm like Neo
tomorrow.
in the Matrix when I'm reading like bets pregame. It's like Wheeler over 4.5K. But then if I go to bet them, it's over. Like it's
that was
instant
a dance move, basically.
It's Neo.
No, I know.
You think that's my Neo dance move? Yeah.
One more time. I don't know what I missed it. I blinked.
So I'm going to dive into some of these early lines a little bit more here in a second. But yes, the Phillies on the run line are plus 1.5 runs. Actually, on the straight up money line, they're plus 130. So I mean, I think it's good value. I really do. You know, Spencer Strider, we know how he did last year, and he's now up to minus 155 on the money line. Because these are gonna change like rapidly here. They're gonna throw it out early. The market will correct itself. You know, DraftKings and others will see what people are betting and kind of like balance it a little bit. So it's gonna be fluid here for the next hour or two. As you know, some people jump on early lines, but minus 155 for the Braves is kind of surprising. I like the Phillies there at plus 130. It'll probably. You know, look, if all the dummies jump on Atlanta, that number might grow and you might be able to get a better Phillies number. But plus 130 to me, we all love Ranger Suarez. That team loves Ranger Suarez. I think they're ready. I think that's good value. It's
absolutely the Phillies game for the winning. I mean, if there's anything that you're looking to bet tomorrow, start by betting that the Phillies are winning tomorrow. Also betting on the fact that Jamie does have some dance moves, guys. Contrary to what he said, he just brought it out in the chat. You guys are loving it. We saw it was like an interpretive dance. Your cousin Martian is saying that's not really your cousin. John, there it is again. There's more.
Yeah.
With the sound effects, though. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound effects, but Jamie's adding sound effects into it as if he's really dodging bullets in the Matrix.
Yeah.
you're definitely giving some moves. Eugene Krabs is ready to see you twerking on the stream if the Phillies win tomorrow. Listen, there's a lot of things we may see tomorrow if the Phillies win. Maybe some more dance moves from Jamie, maybe some other things.
Probably
who knows?
not.
But tomorrow is an exciting day. It's a chance for the Phillies to lock out. It's a chance for them to completely pummel Spencer Strider, and much like we saw last year and much like we saw in Game 1, completely just dominate. And like we saw again today against that Mr. Elder. So I'm hoping that the Phillies can bring that same offensive production, error-free baseball. My thing was intensity. It felt like, without a doubt, the Phillies had the same level of energy and intensity all the way throughout. And then also, tomorrow, not only will we have the game, but we'll have a chance. We'll be announcing the winner from our Wheelhouse cards giveaway. For those of you that were on the pregame show or met up with us at the tailgate, we were giving away a couple of prizes from Wheelhouse. Shout out to Wheelhouse Cards, who provided us with, a complete set of baseball cards, also an awesome picture of the Phillies. It's a 24 by 35 image that you're able to win. It's one of just 2,000 copies that have been created, and you have a chance to win it. Now, Wheelhouse Cards is located in Wayne as well as Westchester. You can stop in and check out their locations. Be
Chris
sure to give them
won't
a
shut
follow.
up about how great it is.
Yeah, be
He's
sure to
been
give them a
raving
follow on
about it.
Instagram at Wheelhouse Cards. Our very own social media, Chris, is a Wheelhouse Cards guy through and through, and you can be too. They've got all the Philly collectibles and gear that you'll ever need, and you can head over to Wheelhouse Cards on their social media. Check them out. They're open 7 days a week, not 5, not 6, 7 days a week that they're open. A locally owned, family-friendly, family-run environment where they have cards and community is their slogan. So head over to the Wheelhouse Cards, check them out. Be able to purchase some of their top sports cards. They've got thousands of single cards for Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, soccer, Pokemon, whatever it is you collect. Wheelhouse Cards is the place to go find it. Now,
Do you want to hear the crying coming out of Atlanta's locker room?
the crying. Are you
Yeah,
going to show us how they cried?
Well, no, but as you can see right here, Travis d'Arnaud.
Little Dino.
Yeah, got his ass.
I love seeing Travis Little Dino do stupid things.
So apparently the Braves are a little upset that the media leaked Attaboy Harper quote out.
That's stupid.
That was it's funny actually because Rich Hoffman and Derek Bodner were in here, and I asked Rich kind of about this during the middle of the game. I was like, we were talking about on record versus off record, like conversation and what's like the line of demarcation and like kind of when do you know? And he was more or less just like, and like if a guy's talking to another guy next to him, that's probably off the record. But if somebody's being a brogadacious asshole, like Arcia was, sorry, I cursed again, and shouting it to the locker room, Rich's interpretation of that is that it's on record. So the Braves seem a little upset that Arcia's comments got out. I guess they thought that was either private or off the record conversation. Ergo, they're going to complain about the media being the reason they lost.
Another
when they actually
excuse.
Just shit. Yeah, that's all it comes down to.
Let me play you a song on the world's smallest violin of how much I don't care, because at the end of the day, we saw Arcia into the camera talking over a mic. He's not having a conversation. We see him actually speaking into microphones in that video, didn't we? And he's saying it repeatedly. And there's cameras around you. There's cameras around you.
So Arcia,
it's not somebody.
Here
right.
it is. Arcia himself says he wasn't supposed to hear.
There's literally microphones in his face. It's not that somebody was miles and miles away and was like reading his lips and then said it.
The big bad media people hurt me saying something.
Arcia literally said in an interview, attaboy Harper, repeatedly. It goes out. It's chalkboard material. Harper comes out and lambastes behind with a pair of homers. The Phillies put up 6 total. The Phillies are dancing all over you, and now you're going to make excuses? You were asking for this. I agree with you, Cone Bear. Excuses, excuses, excuses. When does it stop? And this is why the Braves are going to lose tomorrow. Because what type of a loser team? You lost 10-2. Here's the issue. It's much like we talked about pregame with the fact that they barely won Game 2 and then were being cocky. You have the audacity to get torched 10-2. Very lopsided, dominant victory for the Phillies. Over early. And you then turn around and instead of saying, we've got to be better, our pitching has to be better, or I'd rather the guys say, it was on me tonight. You know, we've heard those post-game comments. It was on me tonight. I've got to be better. I've got to do this, this, and this. Instead, your lame-ass excuse is the fact that the media leaked your boneheaded comments, and that's why you lost. Post-game in the clubhouse, can you imagine Bryce Harper? Can you imagine Joel Embiid? Can you imagine Jalen Hurts? Can you imagine Travis Konechny? Anybody that's in a Philadelphia sports uniform in their respective locker room saying, oh, the reason we lost is because the media leaked out something that wasn't supposed to be heard. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That's completely lame. That's childish. We are all in the Braves' heads. I agree with you, Tony the Tiger. And yes, Spiral Out, living rent-free in their heads. You just got beat 10-2. And your response is that nobody was supposed to hear what we said. They weren't supposed to know our comments about Bryce Harper.
You dumb, stupid sons of bitches.
It's the media's fault for leaking our comments.
Right?
They weren't supposed to know.
Isn't that the lamest thing you've ever heard?
I cannot
What a bunch of
imagine.
losers.
Like, that's it. That's the show right there. That's all we needed to talk about. Forget everything else we said. They had the nerve to be in the clubhouse after Citizens Bank Park was rocking your tail out of there.
Dumbasses.
And you have the nerve? Oh, it's over tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's over tomorrow, without a doubt. Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
If I'm in the Phillies
Yes.
clubhouse tonight, I'm like, not only did you have the dumbness, I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. The stupidity,
were you more dumb?
the insanity to leak the attaboy Harper comments. You were stupid enough to do it again and leak more dumb comments blaming the media.
Well, this one they said proudly, which is like even worse. I think it was Jay Mintz from Fox Sports was the one that got it. So I guess he's going to get I forget the name, but it's something
Do they
Mintz.
not have a PR person that teaches them what you do and don't say? Do
and
they not get
also-
coaching on what you're supposed to say in an interview?
I forget what this
because
guy's
this
name
is
is.
absolutely ridiculous.
But also, if they truly believe that, they would have handled it or made comments about it pregame. Then they came into Citizens Bank Park.
You don't make comments about it.
They got
you
tush
got
pushed.
caught in the clubhouse making comments about your opponent. People
You
called
called
you
that.
out on it.
They got tush pushed.
Got tush pushed. People called
Philadelphia,
you out
home
on
of
it.
the tush push.
And now you have the balls to that's weak.
Yeah, that's really weak.
That's a wuss move. Like, loser. Absolutely a loser move that you have the nerve to proudly say on the record, on cameras, on interviews,
Nerds.
that it's the media's fault for leaking your stupid comments in the club. How about you learn to keep some things to yourself? How about you learn to just take accountability when you lose, or when you win, not be so cocky and arrogant that you just say it was a great team win. I'm proud of our guys, but we're not done. This is what I'm saying. If I'm a team that just won game 2, look, Jamie, it was a great team win. Proud of our guys. We bounced back after dropping game 1, but we're not done yet. We've got more to do. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. But instead you go with ha-ha attaboy Harper and then turn around and get lambasted at Citizens Bank Park and then continue with this foolishness. Oh my gosh. Woo, I'm done.
I don't know what hotel they're staying at, Obi-Wan, but it's most likely the most expensive one in town. So
I'm out.
yeah,
I'm out of here.
look, Jake Mintz from Fox Sports, MLB on Fox. I appreciate you tweeting that out. I think you're very brave and courageous, and I think it was on the record, and I think those big babies need their diaper changed. That's bottom line. If they're focused on their comments before, game 4 from game 2, then the Phillies have already won the series. All right, so Tyler made some graphics, and I don't want to waste them before we get out of here because he was last night was 2 nights ago was called Doom graphic making. This was Joy graphic making.
Correct.
So Tyler was over here giddy. He was giggling and just making graphics. He was over here in Photoshop having the time of his life, and I do not ever want to waste any of his work. So the graphics Tyler has here, and look, NLCS, we're coming for you, and Aaron Nola is going to be a big part of it. Here's Aaron Nola in his last 4 starts. They're his best 4 starts of the year. Big game Nola is showing up when you needed him most, and nobody's going to give a damn about the regular season if you keep this up. So tonight, 5 2/3, 2 earned run, 9 Ks. After Zach Wheeler's 10 Ks, you have a guy backing up with 9 Ks, only 1 walk, 6 hits. The wild card game, 2. We were there. It was awesome. Bryson Stott hit a grand slam. 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, only the 3 strikeouts that night, but only 3 hits allowed. And then in the end of September, he had a 6 2/3 inning gear-up game with 1 earned run, 8 Ks, no walks, 4 hits. And then the 20th of September, he had another 6-inning start, 2 earned run, 8 Ks, and 6 hits. Aaron Nola is prime and ready for maybe a swan song or maybe a defining moment of his Phillies career that's going to continue on. We don't know how that chapter is going to go, but I know that Aaron Nola showed up most when his team needed him. Aaron Nola, you're cool. Bryce Harper, you're cool. Nick Castellanos, you're cool. Orlando Arcia, fuck you, we're out. Phillies win. That was awesome. We're going to be back tomorrow. We got another post-game show. Hopefully it's a closeout game. Renee, final thoughts.
Don't forget we have a pregame show also. We'll be bringing you guys some content throughout the course of the day tomorrow. So stay tuned for the official link to drop for that. We will have our post-game show as soon as the game ends. We'll be right here rocking and rolling, talking about the Phillies win. My last thought is this. We mentioned in Game 1 and Game 2, it felt like the Braves were showing signs of defeat, mental defeat, just as much as on the scoreboard for Game 1. Today was that exact same thing. To hear those comments coming out of the clubhouse after a 10-2 loss for the Braves.
Losers.
They're losers. I mean, we saw Spencer Strider arguing in Game 1. We saw them completely just unraveling, and they're continuing to unravel. And not only do they need to learn how to play in the postseason, they need to learn how to properly conduct post-game interviews, because you cannot carry yourself this way and want to claim you're the best team in baseball. I mean, from the dugout behavior to the clubhouse behavior to the things they're saying, all of that is just lame, loser, young behavior. And I am sick and tired of the Braves, so it's time for us to end this, because I'm tired of talking about their loser ways. As a competitor, as a winner, as a Hall of Famer, I pride myself on, even if you lose, you do it with grace. You hold your head up, you say the right things. And to see them continue to just have these embarrassing moments, I'm tired of it. Let's get a stronger competitor, a more worthy competitor, and it's time for the Phillies to close out tomorrow, Jamie. It's time for Game 4. Let's lock this up, end the NLDS, end the Braves season, send them suckers home, those jokers that they are, and let's move on to the next.
Everybody in the chat, if you can hit that like button, I'll give you a virtual kiss and hug from afar. It's for the Phillies. Hit that like button. But yes, the Diamondbacks have hit 3 home runs in a row. They are up 3-0 on the Dodgers. So if that holds, the Phillies game will shift to 8 o'clock tomorrow night. They're a slight underdog. I like them to win. I like them to close out tomorrow. I think the Braves are morons. I think they've shot themselves in their foot, and I think they know mentally they're dead. Hopefully these words stay true tomorrow and are jinx-free. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really hope we have an NLCS to get to. I really selfishly want the Braves to die tomorrow on the table here at Citizens Bank Park as the operating room. And Spencer Strider, we're coming for your ass, bud. And
all an 8 o'clock start means is 2 hours longer of prolonging the inevitable.
Yeah,
ending this damn
and
series.
also drunker people in Citizens Bank Park.
That too.
Yeah, so that just means it's going to be probably even louder. So Spencer Strider, better wear your Depends tomorrow, buddy.
2 of them.
You're going to have some anal leakage.
Oh, my God.
Was that okay?
No.
It's 4-0.
Diarrhea was fine. Anal leakage is where I draw the line, though. Guys, I'm going to see myself out.
Anal leakage is too far, but okay, bye, Renee. See ya. Thank you so much. Mickey, Greg, everybody, Spiral Out. David, everybody, Julia, Ty, Eugene Krabs. Kids got Moxie. Good, that's actually not bad.
Again,
what was the kid? Obi-Wan?
Could blow me.
And that one.
Obi-Wan could
Robert,
blow me.
Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. What a great time. Bryce Harper, you're the man. Nick Castellanos, you're the man. Aaron Nola, you're the man. Finish these bums tomorrow night. For Renee, for Chris, for Tyler, I'm Jamie. We'll see you tomorrow here on the internet. Go Phils!
We all silly like the mayor.